Hey, it's just a phase. It's got all the phases of the moon and some words. I just love this Stay Wild Moonchild too. And then this part says, the moon is a reminder that no matter what phase I'm in, I'm still whole. I love it. I hope you will too. We're going to play with this one tonight. This is a 6x18 box frame. It's double-sided from my shop. You can comment the word moon to get all the stuff to make this, okay? And let us go ahead and get started so that I can get inside, y'all. It is raining and cold here. It's not that cold yet, but it's supposed to be freezing tonight. And Chris's shop already closed, so he's off tomorrow. As you can tell, I got rained on the way out here, so that's fun. All right, so let's see. All right, this is just black, my regular chalk paint that I love to use. I'm going to use the brown side of this. Now, I'm going to try and be real careful around the edges to not go over. But if I do, I'll just paint the edges. But I want to be, because I'm not taping it off. I'm living on the dangerous side tonight. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, Joni. Welcome. Hi, Lisa and Shirley. Hey, Ann. All right. So I hope y'all are ready. Launch day is in 2 days. It's so exciting. There's so many great new products coming out. I hope you're ready. And I have my package on the way. So I'll be able to show you all the new stuff early. Alright, I'm trying real hard to be neat over here. Alright, here we go. Now, tell me about your day. I want to know if you did anything fun or interesting. How's the weather where you are? Hi, Marcia. It's just raining. It's really not that bad yet. It's supposed to get super cold tonight, but I've been getting warnings about ice and snow for two days straight now, and I have seen none of that. It's just been rain, and not even like really super heavy rain or bad thunderstorms. So I don't know. We were talking today at work about the forecast being wrong because repeatedly it has been. Not only for me, but for a bunch of people that I work with that are in different parts of the country. So hopefully this will pass and it won't be that big of a deal. But, you know, if it is, it's fine. It's just a little chilly to get out here to my shed. This is the only problem that I have with it. Especially whenever it's raining. I'm looking forward to someday having my craft room back in the house. But until that day, we'll go ahead and continue the way we are. Alright. And I did get feedback from the people that came and looked the other day, and they decided that this house wasn't for them. So we'll keep looking for our perfect buyers. And hopefully I will find them. So. Oh, wow. More on the way. Well, stay safe, Marcia. I don't know. This is an unseasonably warm winter for January here. Normally it's snowing every weekend in January. Since I've lived here anyway, it's like we've been snowed in every weekend in January. Hi, Mom. How are you? Hey, Alma. Snow and ice tonight. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Karen. How are you? Hey, Patty. What's going on? All right. Sorry, I'm trying to paint and keep up with comments, and that is hard to do. I'm trying real hard to not mess this up, okay? So, bear with me. All right. So I got out here a minute ago and I realized that I wanted to, because this is the phases of the moon that we're going to be doing, I want to do kind of a universe, and I didn't have a toothbrush out here. So I went back in and I grabbed one from, you know, whenever you go to the dentist, they give you a toothbrush every time. Well, Chris and I both have an electric toothbrush, and we never use those. I keep them in my guest room in case somebody forgets theirs. Then they can use one of them that's in there, like a new one, you know. I mean, if they want to use a used one, that's on them. But hi, Lori, how are you? But I went and got one that's in there, so I think this project's going to turn out really neat. I hope. We're going to cross our fingers. Hey, Cassandra, how are you, love? Haven't seen you in a while. I sure miss you. All right. How did the birthday party go? Tell me about it. I want to know. I hope it was, I made all of your, I think it's your son's birthday, superhero dreams come true. Okay. Oh man. Oh, I screwed up. After all that, I think I'm going to have to paint the edge of this. At least the inside edge. I think that's what I'm going to do. 42 degrees. It is, I don't even know how cold it is here. It's not very cold. It's probably in the 30s. I mean, it's not that cold because the humidity isn't that high. Now, if I were home and it were in the 30s, I would be freezing my tail off because the humidity is so high. I'm telling y'all, it makes a huge difference. Yeah, the right buyer is out there. I just have to keep telling myself that. And, you know, you got to go through trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? All right, I need a smaller paintbrush for the inside of this thing. So I got my little one, my little chalk one. Now, I know you can't see me doing this. I'll try to make it to where you can see me doing it. I'm just going along this inside edge, okay? Because I got a little bit of black paint, literally at the very end too. I didn't get any black paint anywhere except for at the end. So I'm just coming in here, trying to be neat about it, okay? So that I don't have to paint the outside of the frame too, which if we have to, we have to, right? But I don't want to, you know, and I shouldn't have to because I'm a decent enough painter that I can do this. All right. Now, I probably should have pre-painted this, but oh my God, I'm not a decent enough painter. My gosh. Okay, y'all. Good Lord, this is turning into my biggest nightmare, I'm telling you. Okay. We're going to do the whole darn thing, okay? I'm sorry. Look, I'm a mess, okay? I don't know what to tell you. Oh, gosh. I think I'm doing good, and I just, I wasn't at all, okay? That's a bad sign when I think I might be delusional. I don't know. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Yeah, it is hard to be patient, Laura. You're right. Especially when I'm raring to get it done, you know? But I also don't want to just hand this house over to somebody for free, you know, or give it away too cheap. And so that is the struggle. And rightfully so. There's a price for a reason. And there's comps in the area that support that price, so. No one has balked at the price, though. That's been really nice. Except for those, my last buyer, they were not. The ones that walked away, I think they just weren't as interested as they thought they were. I think they realized that they weren't that interested. So that's fine. I'm okay with that. totally fine with it, actually. Let's see if I can turn this thing around and... No. Hi, Brownie. How are ya? Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. We're going to make a really cute project. Y'all, this would have been so, and honestly probably still is, something that Ivy would just love. My daughter, whenever she was a teenager, she would have hung something like this in her room. She probably would hang something like this in her room still today. She's kind of a hippie child. She loves like tapestries and cool thrift finds. She's a really neat kid. Her style is very interesting to me because it's not the same style as I have. But it works with her and her personality. So all right. And I never did understand it, really. I was that typical mom that was like, I don't get it, but whatever. I've learned to accept it now because, I mean, she's still my kid, you know? All right. And thank God she didn't like want to paint her room black or something because that's where I draw the line. Or paint the ceiling. Oh my gosh, y'all. I am so grateful that when I moved out of my last house, I did not have to paint the ceilings. Except the kitchen. We did paint Chris painted the kitchen ceiling. Bless him. He's precious little baby. Boho, yes. Absolutely. Oh, no, Marsha. I hate that for you. Okay, so there's my black frame. I did not intend for it to be completely black, but here we are. It's fine. Hi, Deborah. How are you? All right, so I'm going to dry this really well, okay? Let's see. San Antonio had ice. My gosh. I want to make sure that this is really good and completely dry, okay? I do not want to have any wet spots because we're going to wax this thing. And I don't want to just spread paint around, okay? Plus, she's 24. She's actually my stepdaughter, foster daughter. She's my ex-husband's daughter, and she moved in with us whenever she was like 10, 11, early teen years, like around there, and lived with us until I moved away, pretty much, or until I moved up here, and then now she's on her own. She's been on her own, but yeah, she's 24. It's funny because people ask us, like, whenever we go out to eat, to restaurants, the waiter will always ask if we want to split the bill, which it was really funny whenever, well, it wasn't funny, whenever she was still like in high school and literally didn't have a cent to her name, okay? And I'm like, yeah, she can pay for us. And Ivy would be freaking out, like, you know, oh no, I don't have any money. And I would tell her, well, I guess you're washing dishes because neither do I. I thought you were buying. Okay, so we are going to wax, okay? So let me turn this thing. It'll be easier this way. And I'm not going to go crazy with the wax, but I do want to do a good layer because I don't want to pull up this paint. Now, you want to wax on a surface that is wood, or painted wood mostly. But I also learned over the weekend, whenever I was in San Antonio last weekend, that the white side of these, so remember, these are double-sided, okay? You can use both sides and change it out as you like, okay? Just flip it around, okay? On the white side, if you wax, and I haven't tested this yet, but I'm going to. If you wax first before putting your paint on, or before putting your paste down, excuse me, you will have less like seepage. I don't know if that's the right word. I guess it is. I don't know if any of you have experienced this. I'm sure you probably have. On some of the white wood surfaces, you get a little bleeding sometimes because of the grain of the wood, okay? Now, if you sand it a little bit first, you shouldn't have that issue. But I found out that if you wax that surface, that it should help you, okay? Hi, Lucy. How are you? Now, if you wax it, it should help, okay? Now, it also works on the simple shapes, the rectangles, and the squares and circles, okay? And the white, like, box frames, all right? I haven't found that same problem on the brown side of the box frames because that grain is not as, like, pronounced, I guess, as it is on the white side. So I'm not going to try it on the brown ones, but on the white ones, I definitely want to because the bleeding can be bad sometimes, okay? So I'm going to try just waxing and not sanding it, okay? Because normally, if I'm going to use one of those, I'll sometimes hit it with the sanding block. But I want to try just waxing, okay? And see how that goes. And I think that will work. I haven't tried it, though. So, we'll have to wait and see on that, okay? Oh, -4. Oh, my gosh. No, thank you. I'll pass on that. Okay, so I'm just pushing this down. Now, this one has a lot of detail on the moons, okay? And it's all the phases. I want to make sure it's good and pushed down, okay? And centered, which it's pretty easy to center on this box frame because it's 18 inches long, the surfaces, and so is the transfer. Now, we're going to use Dune Paste. Yeah, so try that, Lori, and see if that works for you. Next time that I use one of those surfaces, I will try it too, and we will see. But I've heard really great things about that, so hopefully it will work for you too. I'm trying to find a squeegee here. And now I'm finding all my tiny ones. Okay, this one will work. I'm the worst at cleaning squeegees, y'all. I've got a cup here that I haven't taken inside. Full of stuff that I have not cleaned. I have cleaned my transfers, but I've been lazy. So these new transfers, y'all, look how much paste I used. Like none, okay? I literally barely have any on here. I just tapped it in there just a little bit, and I'm not hardly using any because these are so smooth. That paste just glides right over the transfer area, the surface, and goes right into the silk screen. And any excess that's on the transfer itself really does not stick because it's so slick. I love it. I'm really digging it. So the stuff from the new launch will also be these same really nice transfers. And I think if y'all haven't tried them yet, you need to because they're amazing. Now, I'm going to finish this moon and then we're going to start pulling this up from the left side. Just because I don't want it to dry in the transfer. And now because these transfers are so much thinner and I'm not using as much paste, I'm worried that it's going to dry faster even, okay, than it did before. And that looks awesome. Now that was Dune Paste that I'm using, okay? To do the moon, I figured that would be the best color to do. Now you could try a mix of other colors. You could definitely try like Dune and Storm, maybe a little bit of white and black, and do like a hot mess to get that definition of the different colors of the moon. You know how it's like craters and you can see all that stuff from Earth? That would be probably a really good mix of colors to try. And just do a hot mess all over the whole thing. And then it's already got like the cutout spots where the craters and stuff are, but I think that that would add some cool definition. Oops. Okay. So there we go. Now pull this bad boy up. Oh man, I'm making a mess here. Okay. Let's see if I can lay that down with one hand. I've got paste all over me, so I need to be careful not to get it all over the place. Somehow I have it all over my jar. I don't know what I've done here. Let me make sure that's closed. And then clean it up, okay? Yeah, so there's my phases of the moon. That's upside down, okay, for you. All right, and then we're gonna use, it's just a phase at the bottom. I think it's gonna be, this is gonna be really cute. Okay, so I wanna dry it really well. Yeah, exactly. Dune and white would make a great moon. Maybe a little bit of storm mixed in there too would be nice. Okay, so you can comment the word moon, M-O-O-N, to get all the stuff to make this tonight. Now, I am going to use wax one more time at the bottom of this thing before we move on, once this is dry, because I don't want to pull up any of the moon that I just put down, okay? Thank you, Lori. I'm glad you like this. All right. Get it really, really dry. Make sure it's like really dry, okay? Shimmer Frost. Yes, that would be wonderful. I would love that. So we're actually going to use Shimmer Silver on the words down here. I didn't want to use Dune because it's going to kind of, it might lay over, and I didn't want it to just blend in with the moons. Yeah, you could absolutely use glow in the dark on this. And if you don't have glow in the dark, I do have some jars of glow in the dark left. So I don't know if y'all have heard or not yet, but starting tomorrow, when you place an order of $75 or more on my website, it will unlock the opportunity for you to purchase a jar of the color of the month. Okay, which this coming month, it's like a Barbie pink, y'all. It's such a beautiful bright pink. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to get many, many jars of that paste. So all you got to do is place an order on my website for $75 starting tomorrow, all month long, until that paste is sold out, which I have a feeling it's going to sell out. So I will be sharing some graphics with you tomorrow in my VIP to show you the color. And of course on, well, I don't even know what today is. Today's Tuesday. On Thursday, all of the new stuff launches, okay? So whenever you go to place your order, you will see the box pop up. Whenever you hit $75, it will tell you, hey, do you want to add this to your cart? You select yes. And it's the same price as every other jar of paste. It'll be $16. And then it will ship with your order. So now they're going to start doing that every month. It'll be a different color every single month. And it'll be a surprise to all of us. Okay? So I hope you're pumped about it. Y'all, I'm so excited about this pink color. Seriously, it's going to be great. Yes, that is for everyone. So all you got to do is spend $75 on my website to unlock that. And then you're set. You can add it to your cart. Oh my gosh, Deborah. Have you looked at the PDF I posted in my VIP group? Because there are so many fun ones. Seriously, I am really excited about it. And this one's the big launch, so it's like all kinds of spring. I mean, seriously. I probably haven't even looked that closely at all of them. I can't wait myself until the website opens up, because whenever I'm scrolling through, that's really when I get the like full magnitude of all the stuff that's available. All right, so this is Shimmer Silver. We're going to use it for this bottom part. Now, if I can find a squeegee, that would be wonderful. And with all of them that I own, it shouldn't be a difficult task, but here we are. So, no, the launch is going to be on the 2nd, which is Thursday. Yeah, so all the new stuff launches on Thursday, but that color of the month will start being available tomorrow. So, if you want to wait until Thursday, you can absolutely do that. But don't wait too long, because it will sell out. And you don't want that, okay? So I will post some graphics tomorrow as soon as I have them. I don't have any actual pictures of the paste color yet. But it's called Dream Car, and it's like a bright, bright, bright Barbie pink, okay? It's going to be great. Can't wait for it. All right. Here we go. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, so there's that. Look how great that looks. I'm really happy with this. I'm gonna bonk myself in the face with that. Thank God I didn't. All right, I will send it to you, Deborah, as soon as I get done here. So I'm gonna dry this real fast, and then we're gonna try this toothbrush hat that I've never tried before. Hopefully I don't make a humongous mess all over myself and everything else. Am I freezing? I was freezing a minute ago. I think it's semi-fixed, hopefully. I don't know if the weather is affecting me or what. Thank you, Anne. I'm glad you like this one. I hope you do this one. I know you have this transfer. Alright. Now, I did pull out this white paint, but I'm getting a little afraid because I'm wearing this shirt that I love, and that is acrylic paint. It is not going to come off of me, okay? But if I use white paste, it will. It is washable. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is use white paste instead of paint, and I think I might be a little more safe, okay? Alright, so I think that's dry enough. Now, I guess it doesn't have to be completely dry. I am getting a baby wipe just to be safe. Now, I'm going to take my white paste. Oh, look, I have some on the lid already. So, I need... Oh, good. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to just get a little bit of paint, or paste anyway, okay, and put it on my little color tray here. I'm going to spray just a little bit of water on there to get it a little bit of a thinner consistency here. Now, again, I've never done this before, so hopefully it's not just huge chunks of paint, okay, on here. Now, so what I'm going to do is just... Oh, yeah. And I might as well do it on the frame too, because that looks too cool. I love it. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna have to give this to Ivy whenever I get home. Okay, so that's that. Literally just a little paintbrush. I'm gonna stick it with some watered down paste, y'all. And this looks so cool. So let me just close all this up and wipe my hands off a little bit better because I still have paste all over me. Okay, but now I don't have to worry about getting that paste all over me. Even if I got it all over my shirt, it wouldn't matter because it's completely washable and non-toxic, okay? So I can just throw my shirt in the washing machine and not be concerned with it. And I know I am very pixelated right now, and I apologize for that. I think this weather must be screwing us up. I have no idea. But look how great that looks. And I'll post a picture of my VIP. If you're not yet in my VIP group, you can comment the word moon, and you'll get the link to get in there. Okay? But check this out. Isn't that great? Anywho, that is all I have for you tonight. I hope that you enjoyed this project, y'all. Super simple one. This transfer is called It's Just a Phase. And you can comment the word moon, M-O-O-N, to get all of this stuff I used tonight besides the paste and paint. Okay, that's all you're going to need to make this. Try the toothbrush thing and test it, like, because I had to kind of figure out the angle, right? But it worked out pretty darn good. Okay, and there's not huge chunks of paint on the thing either. It's perfect size. Anywho, I love you all. I hope you have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow night. Okay? Good night.